Welcome back to the Wulf Cast podcast, everybody. I'm the Tru Alpha here with my talented sister May,
Hi.
and some of you may know him as Daddy. They call him my brother from another mother, Fang.
Hi.
I
All
had that
right.
planned all
Sweet
day.
Jesus.
I had that planned.
Um,
Anyways, today's topic is pretty much just VR chat and what it takes to be a streamer. Something I came up with today.
Yep.
We're slacking on the
Yes. Somebody's got to think of ideas, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
somebody.
Sure.
I actually, it's before I forget this, like we talked about earlier and made that joke.
You forgot.
No, so earlier this week, I actually had an idea since all of your guys we got all your VR stuff set up and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I had the idea, and the title was going to be like Wulf Cast gone virtual or something like that. That's what it was going to be, and it was going to be us. That previous idea that I had mentioned before several times, being in VR and in a conference room and shit.
Oh yeah.
So it's actually funny that you had this idea to discuss VR and all that fun shit. Because we're brothers and we think a lot.
We're twins.
We're twins.
I said twins, you fuck.
I said twins.
I heard
Sound like
trans.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I
said
heard.
twins.
But
Pause.
so May and Alpha, you guys are the newest people that I know to VR chat. What are your opinions on it?
I like it. Like I've been enjoying it thoroughly.
I'm going to go on a little rant, so bear with me. Not
Okay.
bad. It's probably going to be a minute. So when you started talking about it at first, I was like, I don't really know, and that's why I was hesitant on the whole VR buying thing on top of the price.
Right.
But I will say, because I've only been in it 2 weeks now, and in all honesty, the first week I was like, I don't know if it was because I was a little tired or whatever, but I was like, I don't know this. It's fun, it's new, it's something cool, or it's cool, it's something new. But I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. And then like this week was just, it was something else. And then the more and more people came, hold on a second.
Reword that.
The more people that came, I can't say that either.
the more people that showed up.
Yes, the more people that joined and came in, and like it was just it was awesome. It's something that I'm definitely gonna have to try to make every Saturday.
Oh yeah, it's so much
fun.
fun to meet the new people like that because I know you're very shy around meeting new people, and in a virtual setting like that, you're not having to worry about appearances because you're in an avatar of yourself. And with how opening and welcoming, from what I've seen, the community that Fang has built up, it's they.
Oh, that wasn't my community.
Part of it, but I mean, still.
No, the only person there that was part of my community was Kai. That was Doc. That was all Doc and Wires. Like
I know,
those
but
are the
still,
people
like,
they know.
Saying that he met Doc and Wires, and they were just, oh hey, cool, it's nice to meet you, it's nice to meet, blah blah blah. Like
Right.
So in a situation like that where he deals with the pressure of worrying about what people think about him, that situation, it takes away that fear of having to meet new people, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like, because obviously you guys know, but we all have got to meet Tiller in person,
Mhm.
and I think of him as like one of us now. Like I even told him that today because he finally got back to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I think he's cool shit. But Kai definitely, am I saying that right, Kai?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kai.
Yeah, I've got a huge respect for him now. He was just so welcoming last night, and just like he kept following me around and talking to me. I thought it was gonna be like a hey and how you doing kind of thing, and then that'd be it. But like he just kept running up to me here and there throughout the whole thing, and it was just he's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then I fell in love.
Yeah, and then you met
She
Lady.
was adorable.
She was a cutie.
Yeah.
I like her.
I honestly didn't think cause like I've mentioned before, I thought like growing up like the whole furry thing was a little weird, but like I've grown to like have this huge respect for the community now, and it's just a beautiful bunch of people to be around. And like just seeing her last night, I was like, God damn, I didn't know I could feel this way.
You'd be surprised. Like a lot of
Yeah.
relationships start online or through virtual realities or video games. Like
No,
who knows?
listen, she said she added me, and I didn't know if she meant she added me on VR
Yeah. If anybody says
or
they added you, that means that they've sent you a friend request in VR.
well,
I had
they
it.
did.
I
And
had a
I'm
couple of people. It might have timed out. You might not have seen it in time.
no, I went
But
back and looked. I don't. It's not there. I
Mhm.
think she played me. She's
No,
gone
she probably
forever.
forgot because you remember she was also drinking last night too, like all of
yeah,
us
No,
were.
she probably.
she said she already had,
Ah.
so therefore
Well,
I
you'll
will
have to
never
check to
see
see
her
if.
again.
Yeah, if you don't see those friend requests within a certain time limit, they disappear. Same
Mhm.
with any join requests and
It
invite
might have
requests.
been when fucking I went all dumb kabobble and hit my fucking alcohol.
Yeah.
Quite possibly.
I was like, Iris! Bink! Hit the fucking bottle, and the bottle just went flying.
It very well might have been. But no, that VR chat, I don't know why people are saying that it's dying. I've heard it. I've seen the tweets from VTubers who are saying, VR chat's dying. I don't agree with it. It might be their friend groups are going off and doing other things,
Mhm.
so
That
it might feel like it, but
either that or for like more popular streamers who do it, but like people like us that aren't that big in the community and whatnot,
right,
like and like people like I don't mean this in a bad way, but like you guys that are actual like furries and big in that community, like are still intrigued in it. So like everybody that's in your community and their communities are all coming together, so it's not dying for us.
right. But in those, because a lot of the streamers that do VR chat, they're private worlds. Like it's a private affair. It's only streamers, essentially, like the big name streamers like Lolathon and Beep Boop and Artsy Fur and all them. You'll see them in their worlds, like in their videos and shit, and you'll see a group of people. And in VR chat, for those who don't know, if somebody's name is orange, that means they're in your friends list. So when you watch these YouTube videos of streamers, they go into a world and every single person is on their friends list.
Yeah.
So they kind of just do their own little thing and get together. So for a streamer, it might feel like VR chat's dying when they load into that world and they don't see as many people.
And I kind of understand it from like a standpoint of if they're a well-known streamer, they don't want a bunch of randoms swarming them and ruining their stream. I get it, but sometimes you're gonna have to allow others in and be like, hey, I'm this person, blah 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 blah, and
I agree with that, but I'd say do it with the people, the community that you have built. So
yeah,
your viewers, like allow viewers to join. I don't by no means, and I got onto you for this earlier because it's risky, but don't just load into a public world, a random ass public world, because you don't know what's going to happen. You can't control people. You can't guarantee nobody's going to run through on a not safe for work avatar or start saying words they shouldn't.
yeah,
Especially if they find out you're streaming, that's when the trolls come out and they'll be like, oh, you're streaming, and then they just go on,
yeah.
and they try to screw you over.
'Cause,
That's the risk with
trolls.
public worlds. But the only way you can save yourself from that is by having your shield up, and that shield will mute anybody you don't know and block any avatars you don't know.
Yeah.
The problem with that, though, is then you're not interacting with people because you probably don't know anybody in the Black Cat, and
Mhm.
so the whole reason you went there is now turned off.
It's now a moot point.
Yeah, that's why I don't mind public worlds. I don't mind going into them every once in a while. The best interaction I ever had was at the Black Cat because it was the only world I knew at the time, and I ran through and I was just running around. I ran past a group of people that were standing in front of the mirror, and I heard, "What the fuck is that blue thing?" Because I was wearing a bright blue Rexonium character.
Yeah.
And somebody turned around and went, "Oh, it's just a furry. Don't pay attention to him." And I went, "Yeah, that's about what I expected." And then I left. I went somewhere else.
Yeah, I went to a world and they go, "What the fuck is a furry doing here?" I'm like, "Minding my own damn business is what I'm doing."
Yeah, it's funny the interaction that normies will give you when you're a furry going into a world.
Not like the fact that they're in like really weird avatars in themselves.
Yeah, it's not like you hear a little 16-year-old running around in a half-naked girl avatar, you know, because that's one thing I never understood. There was a guy who loaded into Fur Hub, the new updated one, which looks amazing, by the way, if you haven't seen it. The new updated Fur Hub is phenomenal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but there was a guy who loaded in there, and he just started bad-mouthing us, trying to get interactions out of us, and, you know, he's like, y'all are fucking weird, furries are fucking stupid. Like, he was just saying all this different shit. And we were just looking at him like, do you know where you are?
You're in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
This is a furry world. Why are
voted
you
to be
here?
Yeah.
You're the weird one, not us. We know what we're doing.
He's closet fur, that's why.
Yeah, he was a closet fur, guaranteed. And then he left shortly after that. Like, you fucking weirdos need Jesus, and then he just left, and we all laughed at him.
Like, no, we don't. He's right here. Just have somebody like pop up in like a furry Jesus avatar.
They exist.
Yeah.
There's also a Jesus Raptor avatar I saw once.
Yes.
A Raptor Jesus.
I've heard something on TikTok that's been cracking me up here recently. It's like, have you found Jesus? Shit, did he get lost again? All right, I'll help you find him. Like, I heard that, like, I just started giggling like an idiot. I'm like, hee hee, that's funny.
Another exciting thing. Another exciting thing that's happening here soon in June. I'll have to get the exact date.
I sent you in your.
It might be May.
In the chat you were talking to, if you go back into your messages when she was talking about it, when we first met. I'm sorry, when we first met them, I posted the link in your chat.
Oh, okay. I'll have to go back and check it out. I'm part of it too, on Discord. I'm sure they posted it there. But Ferality is happening soon, and I'm excited to go to that. It'll technically be my first con. Technically.
Where is it at? When is it at?
It's sometime in June. I don't remember when exactly. It's either June or May. I don't remember.
Hang on, I'll find out.
And it'll be, you pay for your ticket, and when you do, you'll get an invite to the world at the time that it's supposed to start.
Oh, is it on VR?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, okay.
It is
yeah,
June 17th through 19th.
17th through the 19th. I'm assuming that's a weekend.
Yeah.
And yeah, tickets are $10, and you just pay and go, and it's a virtual con.
I forgot to do our nerdy bit. Because I wanted to pull some nerdy stuff up for, you know, viewers watching that might not, you know what virtual reality is. But virtual reality is a computer-generated environment with scenes and objects that appear to be real, making the user feel they are immersed in their surroundings. This environment is perceived through a device known as a virtual reality headset or helmet. And it's really cool because it threw me off, like, the first time, like, just putting his on. It was so pretty. Like, it was just gorgeous.
Even the base Oculus Home or the base VR chat world.
Mm-hmm. It's just pretty. Like,
I need to take Alpha through the same world tour that I showed you.
Oh yeah. I'll totally go down on that roller coaster again. That was so much fun.
Oh God.
Yeah, I recommend you sit through that your first time.
I was gonna say when I was talking to Lady last night, she kept getting like, I want to say like motion sickness or something.
Mm-hmm.
I've only experienced it twice, and it was last week when I jumped, or I didn't jump, I accidentally fell off the side, and I was like, oh God.
Yeah, jumping still makes my stomach kind of roll a little bit.
Jumping doesn't. It was just the fact that I fell off the building and just continually fell for a minute. Not like a full minute, but what felt like a minute. I was like, no.
Yeah, I have to close
and
my eyes.
And then last night, I was too drunk. That's why I got off.
Yeah, you didn't even say goodbye. You just like, where's that?
Yeah, I felt like I was gonna get sick. Like I was like, I gotta get off now.
I did get sick.
Yes, you did because he drank too much.
I did, in fact.
I told you, but you never listened to me.
Like I just felt it in my stomach, and I was like, it's probably best I get off and go lay down.
Yeah.
I get motion sick in VR every once in a great while. Typically, there'll be a moment where like something happens, a connection issue or something, and my the image on the headset will become static and no longer move. And when that happens, it's really trippy because you move your head. You've gotten used to moving your head to look around, and suddenly, when you were looking around, it is now frozen. So it gets disorienting when you turn, but nothing else does, and it fucks with you. That and that virtual roller coaster. My first time going through, I about fell over. I can do it standing now, but it's tricky. Like I have to counterbalance myself so I don't fall over.
Yeah, I did that last night when I was walking. I about fell over. I was like, oh god.
With that being said, people that want to try VR, if you do start to feel sick, it's okay
Take it off.
to take a break. Don't think that you're immortal and you're like, nah.
I got this, fam. Watch me.
I could,
because even me, because like you got May, who actually, from what I can see, is up and moving, and you have Fang, who has the full body tracker, who's up and moving. I sit down, and I still, like I've said twice, yes, one I was really drunk, felt sick. It's okay to stop.
Oh yeah, no, I sit, like, if you ever see my character how they're crouching down, it's because I sat down because I was getting either motion sick or just my feet were hurting. So I sit down. I toggle between up and down.
There's one thing that trips me out about it though, is like when I like go up to people and say they're like, I know that they're not there, like they're AFK in like real life, and their eye moves.
Yeah, their eye
makes me feel like they're still there and they're acknowledging me but not saying anything, and it trips me out.
Well, see, what's funny is I was telling Fang, like, because being a furry, I've only seen my character on paper, in drawing, The avatar I use isn't exactly what May looks like, but it's, close enough in concept that it, like, makes my heart happy that I get to see a version of what I think, I would look like as my fur. And it makes me so happy. And like seeing my husband in his Fang avatar, I'm just like, it makes me so happy because I'm seeing, what, the characters are. And I love it. Like, I can't describe the feeling. It's like, it's a weird form of love and euphoria at the same time, So, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And every time he's like, you want to go into VR? I'm like, yes, I want to go into VR because I genuinely am enjoying the experience.
It's because you get to be who you are without people judging you. And that's one thing I really loved about the whole VR thing.
Like You'll love fur cons then, because fur cons are exactly the same way. It's like, you're around like-minded people and you feel so loved and accepted. Like, you can walk into a room and get hugs and, kisses on your cheeks and pets and and people playing with your tails. And it's such a freeing experience to be in an environment where you're accepted for who and what you are, and you know that you're not going to get judged for it.
What was I going to say? Oh, but obviously my avatar is nothing like my character. But
the coloration's close.
But the one, I don't know why, but like I think the reason why I picked that one is because I love the like purple pink eye.
The heterochromia.
Like I went through like maybe like 5 to 10 different outfits, and I was like, no, and I just saw that eye, and when Iris was like, yeah, you can change the color on it, and I changed it, and I found that pinkish purple. I was like, I fell in love with the fact that my eye was a different color, and I don't know why.
Because it's cool, and it's hot. Like if you meet somebody that has like heterochromia, it's really hot.
So it's weird that you kind of said that, but so I've been like debating on whether to dye my hair blue or not. I've been scared. And I've talked about this before. Well, I got told the other day to dye it pink. That's what the ladies like. So now I have this like mix of like.
And you could do like pink top, blue tips, or blue top, pink tips. Fade it down.
I ain't that fucking smart.
That's why I'm here. They could do this. Foils
I'll probably go pink. And then after that, like, go blue.
So, with us also being streamers, all of us streaming and stuff, you had mentioned ways that we could talk about how to be a better streamer and what it takes to be a good streamer. So, what are some thoughts and ideas that, we have or use to do what we do streaming wise?
I think Fang's got to take this one.
So there's actually a rather interesting topic because my friend Kez recently had a heart-to-heart stream about a lot of this,
Aw.
and let's see, to make it in streaming right now, like to hit partner, it's relatively, in terms of like affiliate and partner, it's a lot easier to hit affiliate than it is partner.
Mm-hmm.
That's just because of the stats. Like, to hit partner, you have to have 75 consecutive viewers, and that's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I know there have been arguments about what all it takes, putting the time in and all that shit. And I think you need to put the time in. Obviously, if you're not putting content out there, you're not gonna do anything. Like, you have to put content out there. Alpha dug that into my head for a while when I gave up on streaming because I wasn't streaming. I also think it's luck based in a sense because you can't control people. You can't make people watch you.
No.
And yeah, you might have friends and family maybe that will watch you
Or hype you up.
But for the most part, it's all luck based. I got lucky meeting Kez and Grizz. Had they not rated me that day, I probably wouldn't have made it to affiliate, and I wouldn't have the community that I have now. And so I think there's a lot of luck in that. You still need to put time in even after you get that community going, because again, you can't go anywhere if you're not putting out content.
Mm-hmm. It's like gardening. You have to tend to your garden and keep it going.
Yeah. You probably don't do what I'm doing. I'm putting a little too much time in it, and but
I've always just thought that, like, well, and this goes back to when you were like, you weren't streaming because you were still gaming.
right.
If you want to be a streamer and you're gaming as it is, might as well just throw up the stream and try. Because like you said, it's pure luck. It might be, say you didn't stream that day, and it would have been one of those days that someone random would have found you, and then you would have found someone like you did Iris or Grizz and all them, and say, yeah, I mean, it's just pure luck. Because like I said, there's days where like I'll put up the stream and I'll have it. Most days throughout the week, I only stream about 1 to 2 hours.
Right.
That's just because I'm busy outside of trying to stream. That's why like
It's actually that's about the recommended time, as a stream is 1 or 2 hours long.
But here recently, like I haven't like had time to stream, so like I've been trying to jump on when I can. So then like there's times where like I'll stream 4 or 5 hours, and then like I'll go that 4 or 5 hours and not one person will join. But
It's
I
hard.
know that
It's
it's
almost
hard.
heartbreak. Yeah, it's almost disconcerting when you're sitting there and you're doing this, and nobody's there that you're aware of. I fully believe what Grizz taught me was don't pay attention to your viewers. Like,
Oh yeah, no, I don't. But it's
I disabled that. I can't see it unless I go onto Twitch, like physically. I can't see if anybody's even there. Another
you
tip.
implemented that in my head about a month back.
Yeah, because you walked in, you're like, yeah, bro, 13 viewers, nice. And I wanted to just yell at you. I was like, no, dude, shut the fuck up. It's bad luck.
Yeah, and I get that. And I got that after you yelled. I understood completely what you meant by it.
I didn't
No,
yell.
no,
I
you
had
didn't
said,
yell.
I had said, I'm not even going to pay attention to that. That is what I said.
Yeah,
Because I was basically not looking like the bad luck thing. If I ignore it, the bad luck will go away.
and from that point on, I don't look at. I really don't like.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it's there, and I'll see it sometimes, but I don't go like it. Like I don't. Not even mentally. Like I don't go. Oh, cool. I have a bunch of people in chat. Like I don't anymore.
Another thing was that Grizz had recommended to me is act like, no matter what, act like somebody is there. Occasionally say, hey, what's chat doing? Or just start telling a story or singing a song. Kai got me into singing while I stream.
I do that all the time. If it's just me playing, I'll just have music in the background. and I'm just singing, and then like someone joins, and I'm like, mentally, I'm like, okay, do I keep singing?
And it's also good to find while you're streaming, it's good to find a group of people that you can kind of vibe with in the games you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you get that dynamic going. You can make jokes. You can.
I think that's why I'm excited that Scuba Steve's back on Fortnite, and then May's playing. Because it was
I
just
keep
me for
forgetting to
long.
download it.
Yeah,
It's
I need to
just
try it.
me.
Yeah,
Because like when you went to Apex, and it's not like you were playing Fortnite anyways, but like you and I would
Right.
play Call of Duty here and there. So I had you and I, to talk. But like then it was just me, and then May was like, "Oh, I'll play." So then May and I bounce like we are like phenomenal together conversation wise on Fortnite. I'm not trying to sound weird when I say that, but
No, no,
like
no.
No, you got it. You got it.
it just, well, I I got to be honest with you, and you know that I would never in a million years, but it crossed my head that you were gonna think that like I was like trying to like creep in the marriage or something. I don't know
No,
why.
no, no.
No, because
I
I
don't
would
know
have shot that
why.
shit
I was
down.
well, yeah, and I never would have. And like I've always seen May as like an older sister.
Right.
Same.
I'm not. Wait, what? Oh, okay. No, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not a girl. But no, I get it. But like, it just
Unless.
crossed my mind a couple weeks back, and I was like, I don't know if I should play with her this much. I don't want Fang to be mad at me. But then I was like, no, because I feel like Fang would rather me be happy and play with somebody and know that his wife's down there
It
playing
also
with
gets me off
somebody
his
he's
back
come.
going, play with me, play with me.
Yeah.
So like,
Keeps her away from me.
I think her and
Bitch.
I bounce back, and then you throw Scuba Steve in the mix, and like that's like the Fortnite group.
Right.
So
It's just our
and like you have your
personalities mesh
Apex.
so well. That's why.
And
God, I
that's.
felt like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders.
Oh, bro.
But yeah, when it comes to, there's also the a tip, and you can agree, you can disagree. I'm on the fence about it personally because I agree with it, but I also don't agree with it. By all means, Alpha and I have had the same mentality when it comes to streaming, or even when we talked about doing YouTube. We were gonna play what we wanted to play. Fuck the algorithm.
I actually wanted to comment on this, but I'll let you talk.
So I still follow that. Fuck the algorithm. I'm gonna play whatever I want to fucking play. However, if I look at previous VODs, videos on demand, for those who don't know, of my stream that get posted after I'm done streaming, the tip was the recommendation from he's a YouTuber and a streamer. His recommendation was follow the numbers. So take my VODs for example. I've had VR chat VODs have well over 100 views in the first 6 hours that it's been posted. So if I follow the views, if I follow the numbers,
Fuck, that means I gotta do a lot more 24-hour streams. Damn it, no!
no, not necessarily 24-hour streams, just whatever you were doing in that stream.
I did like
Because
everything.
nobody sits there and watches a full 24-hour stream, like, or at least not in one go. Because then they're up for 24 hours.
Yeah.
But so if I follow the numbers, that means I should play VR chat a lot more. As much as I would love to play VR chat a lot more, I enjoy playing Apex a lot. Like most of my content is Apex.
See,
So,
and that. Oh, sorry.
so it's like, yes, follow the numbers, or at least take note of the numbers, but don't stop playing what you like to play. Like, find that balance of it.
I think I have 2 or 3 things here. It might be 2, but it's like what May said earlier. She was like, "Well, I downloaded Apex. I want to get better at it. Will you come play with me?" And I was just like, I physically can't. I don't bash Apex. I enjoyed it when I first played it. It's a great game. People that love it and can concept it, hats off to you. I don't know why I can't grasp it. I don't hate on it. I'm not saying fuck this game because I can't play it. Props to you who can. But she was saying like essentially without, I don't remember exactly what you said earlier, and that's bad because it was like 6 hours ago you said this.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially she was like saying what you said. Hey, that's where the views are. That's where people are watching, and I, I'm sticking to like, yes, I
Whoa.
might not get people coming in and viewing because I'm playing Fortnite, but like Ninja plays it, Courage plays it, Tim was
Well,
playing it. Like I mean,
that's. Sorry, go ahead,
I
go ahead, go ahead.
I'm gonna play what I want to play at the end of the day. So like, if people don't want to join you and chat with you because you're playing Fortnite or you're playing Phasmophobia or even people playing Apex, there's people that aren't getting talked to while they're playing Apex. So at the end of the day, play what you want to play.
Right.
And
So,
if someone does come across you, that's how it's going to happen. It's not going to happen just because you're playing a certain game. It's going to happen because someone joins you and then they fall in love with your personality.
right. So that's what I was talking about earlier when it comes to it's analytics versus your own numbers. So what May had said earlier, where Apex is where it's at right now, it's actually not. So if I look at the analytics for what is being watched most right now, just chatting has 1.3 million people watching that category. That's first place. Second place, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. 4. 3.
5, 6, 7, 8.
No, Black Ops 3 with 692 or oh, there's not a K there. Never mind. So Black Ops 3 isn't there. It's actually Fortnite in second place with 605K viewers. And then
Fortnite's probably up there.
and then right beneath them, Genshin Impact, no. Elden Ring has 101K viewers. And beneath Elden Ring in fourth place would be Apex with 57.5K. So it's like you want to follow that analytic, go for it. My problem with that is if you're streaming, let's use Fortnite as an example, right? If you're streaming Fortnite at the exact same time Ninja is, nobody is watching you. Nobody will watch you because Ninja's playing. At that point, they don't care about some low end streamer playing Fortnite. They care about the pros playing Fortnite.
I see, but I agree with you on that, but I also slightly disagree.
It all comes down to luck at the end of it, really.
Yes, but like what I was getting at is that like, because you have those people that are going to be like, oh, I'm like you said, I'm not going to watch some low come streamer because Ninja's live. Then
Right.
they have people like me that watch Ninja to get better at the game,
Yep.
and then you have people that are like watching Ninja because they support Ninja or they want to get better and learn from him, or they just like his content and who he plays with and whatnot. But then you also have those people that want to talk to Ninja and Ninja, yeah, he might respond to a couple people here and there in between matches, but he's not gonna. And I'm not saying because like if I'm playing and I had hundreds of people chatting with me, I'm not gonna turn around every single time and be able to respond to you. It's physically impossible.
Right.
But
That's why a
you
lot of
have those.
streamers use the highlight my message option to where
You
it'll say the message to them.
you have those low come streamers that are getting 5 to none viewers, and you have those chatters that want to actually have serious conversations, so they'll look for those people.
Right.
Yeah, like he's actually paying attention to chat, isn't just, sitting
I
there
actually
ignoring
had
me.
I had somebody hop into my stream while I was playing League of Legends forever ago. This was well over a year and a half ago. And they had hopped into my stream and they had said, "Hi, how are you?" And I responded to them and they're like, "Wait, you're actually watching your chat?" And I was like, "Yes. Why wouldn't I be?" They're like, "Well, it's just weird. A lot of people don't respond." And I was like, "Yeah, I get it. Sometimes I've seen messages late, like I'll be in the middle of a fight or something in a game and I don't look over at the other monitor because I'm focused on the game. So if you don't stick around until after that fight's over, you might not hear the response."
Hmm.
But I know for a fact I've had people join and then leave because I didn't notice what they had said and all this other shit. It's I don't know personally. Uh, there's no cheat way. Like there's no follow the algorithm
No,
way
it's really
in
just hard.
Twitch.
It's luck, perseverance, and hard work. Like yes, some people may like, oh, streaming looks really easy. I mean, to some, it probably was super easy, maybe back in the beginning. But now it's a bit harder for those trying to get out there because, it's already been done before. People already have their foot in the door somewhere.
Hmm.
So,
It's like what Ferality's asking for right now. They're asking for submissions to be brought in, um, and they set a bunch of requirements down. They have to be like 15. You essentially make a TikTok,
mm,
and it was like it has to be original content. And I sat there and I was like, if I go into VR chat, like, what do I do? What can I do that hasn't already been done?
I think it also comes down to who you know,
Oh yeah, if you've got a way in, then you can
because
make it pretty big.
even then, and I hate to bring him up because we've talked about him a lot already, but like Ninja, yes, he had the views, he had a consistent amount of people watching him, but he didn't really pop off until he played a game of Fortnite with Drake, Travis Scott,
All these
and all
famous
these like,
people.
yeah. So then like everybody's like, wait, Drake's and he's playing Fortnite. We love Drake. Who's he playing with? Oh, we love video games. Oh, we now love Ninja. And I'm not dissing on Ninja. Like I said, I put Ninja on the TV one day and watched him for 4 hours while my ex-girlfriend was like, "Why the fuck are we watching this?" And I was like, "I want to get better.
Hmm.
You don't have to watch." But yeah, it comes down to luck, and it's like what Kez just said in chat. I was looking at Ninja earlier. He's not even hitting the top Fortnite streamers anymore. And I agree with that, but I think it comes down to like what we've talked about previously. Um, I think he's at where we're at, like wants to he's going to play what he wants to play.
Right. It's when you're good at a game, you want to keep playing it.
And I think yes, there are streamers out there that follow the hype train, and I'm not calling anyone out because I honestly don't know, and I could be wrong. But I think there are streamers out there that are like, oh, Elden Ring's popular. I'm gonna go play that. Halo Infinite was popular when it came out. I'm gonna play that, etc. But like, I also think there is a lot of people at the end of the day that are just throwing on their stream, and they're gonna play what they want to play, because
Hmm.
if you play what is popular and you're not enjoying it, but you're playing it in hopes that you're going to get famous or popular because that game's popular, it's not going to be enjoyable for you. You're essentially at a dead end cause. You're playing to get famous, not because you're having fun.
And that's
And
going to
that's what
reflect on
I'm
your
doing.
content as well. It's
Yeah,
gonna, if you're not enjoying it, it's gonna show. Like
yeah,
I'm sure there are times when I play Apex and I'm not enjoying it, people can tell I'm not having a good time.
and we've talked about this several times. If you're playing or streaming and this goes with music or YouTube or any job really, if you're not enjoying your job, or how does it go? If you're not enjoying it, or no, that's not okay. Erase that. If you're doing something to make it big, just to have that money, you're not going to really make it. You have
Right.
to enjoy it, and if it comes, it comes. Title of my sex tape.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah,
sorry, I wasn't trying to giggle at you. Like I was sitting here in my mind, and I'm just slowly paying up. I can think of it as I'm too sexy for my pants. I'm so sorry that went through my head. Oh God, I need help.
Yeah, I used to watch Ninja all the time, cause like
I
hours.
never, I never was a Ninja fan.
Same.
Like even when I played Fortnite, because I did, like I played and I liked Fortnite for a while
You
there.
followed the hype. I'm just kidding.
But I saw him and I went, yeah, what's the big deal? Like, cool, he's good at this
Well,
game.
it's like you with your narrator and what's his name, the one you really
But
like, Badger and all them. It's
yeah,
that.
yeah, but see, I don't watch their streams. They're both streamers. They both stream on Twitch. I don't watch them on
You
Twitch.
watched that one guy's charity stream that he did all the meme stuff for.
Yeah, we're not going to mention him due to controversy,
Yeah.
but I did because I wanted to help, and I think I did help. I donated $10 to that charity, but even then, I didn't stick around.
Mm.
Like I stayed, watched a couple of the memes he posted, donated to the charity, and then I left. I personally don't like watching people This is gonna sound really weird. I like watching YouTube. I have the YouTubers I watch. 90% of them are comedy, like they're making jokes and all this other shit. I'm not watching them for their gameplay. I'm not watching them because they're good at the game. I'm watching them because of their jokes. So when it's a live stream, those jokes aren't happening all the time. Because like obviously what I see on YouTube is just when they make jokes.
Right.
It's kind of
change the
like
subject real quick. Do you like the spikes in your tail like that?
I honestly at first didn't know that was spikes. It almost immediately what came through my mind was corruption.
No.
Like
Kinda
the spikes are fine.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead, Alpha.
it's kind of like someone, because I get bashed on all the time for not having a TikTok. Why don't you have a TikTok?
Oh, fucking Instagram for me. People are like, "Hey, what's your what's your Instagram so I can follow you on there too?" I'm like, "I don't have one." And they're like, "Why not? It's another platform. You could be doing this. You could be doing that." And I'm like, "I don't care."
I don't know. I already have like anxiety and like OCD, so like I constantly go through Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, my YouTubers, which I have a bunch of YouTubers I watch, and then like so like it got into the conversation at work the other day. Well, why don't you have TikTok? And I was like, like I said, I have all these things I watch and stuff already. And I was like, and to be honest, I would, if I had TikTok, I would literally just follow the same people I follow on YouTube. And yes, their content may be slightly different on TikTok. Well, you should be supporting all those people that you support on YouTube. Yes, I get that, but I just don't. And I think a lot of people killed TikTok for me because like when I'm around, and I'm not trying to like throw shade at anybody. If you like TikTok, you like TikTok. That's your thing. My YouTube is my thing. But like when I'm around my niece, she's on TikTok 24/7. My past ex-girlfriend, she was constantly on TikTok, and like I said, I'm not bashing her because I was constantly on YouTube.
May is constantly on TikTok.
It's just not
this isn't about
for
me.
me. My other best friend, Scuba Steve, he is a 29-year-old male who is just constantly on TikTok.
Well, it's like
I just don't care for it.
Another thing is like May has told me, get TikTok. I've had people say get TikTok as well, or like, wait, you don't have TikTok? And I'm like, no, I don't. My thing is I watch YouTube Shorts. It's the same shit.
Yep, I watch that. And it's like Kez just made a good point. TikTok's trying to be the new Vine.
They had their chance. No, TikTok had their chance to be the new Vine, and they fucked it. It's not going to be as big as Vine.
TikTok used to be Musical.ly.
Yeah, and you know why they brand changed and why all that fucked up?
Because Vine died?
No, because Musical.ly became a place for child predators.
I just think, and it's like that with everything, because you had MySpace, then it went to, or well, hang on, you had your little like AOL chats, and then it went to MySpace, then Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and then you had like YouTube to Vine to Musical.ly to TikTok. Like everything's trying to evolve. The world's got to keep going. I get that. It's just that if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I'm just gonna stick to YouTube.
Right. Well, don't get me wrong. I have thought about making basically TikToks in VR chat. The reason why is because if you watch a lot, even on YouTube Shorts, you'll have it where you'll have one guy and he's like he's talking to himself, but he's having like a conversation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's changing is like a scene flop to where he's now on the other side of the room dressed in an outfit, but it's still him. In VR chat, I could take that audio that he did, because he probably took that audio too, let's be real, and I could do it over whatever I was doing in VR chat and have it as two different characters.
That's what Thomas Sanders does.
Right. There was also one it's a guy, I don't know his name, I see him a lot on YouTube Shorts, where he's talking about like brands or anime, and he'll have an argument. He'll be like, yeah, Bleach. He's like, I'm one of the best animes of all time, and then he'll have like Naruto show up, and it'll just be him in the exact same outfit, but over his head it says Naruto. and then I'll have some third person come up as like Hunter x Hunter or My Hero Academia. It just causes that argument. If you do that in VR chat, you could have Ichigo from Bleach, Naruto from Naruto, and whatever the fuck the guy's name is from My Hero Academia. So it's like, I feel like you could almost make the content better in VR.
Yeah, because you can actually get those avatars and.
Yeah, you can just go into a Naruto world and get Sasuke, and then.
I just think I liked Vine better because you had to get it done in 6 seconds. Like and you wouldn't even think it's 6 seconds when you're watching that. It feels like you're watching a 6 to 10 minute fucking YouTube video because they rush everything.
So
they tell a story in 6 seconds.
When you get Tyler to make you clothing, you need to have him figure out how to make a Kakashi outfit for Fang. Because, my God.
I thought about trolling you one day. I thought about trolling you one day and going to find a Kakashi avatar. And then I was just going to sit in my home world and wait for you to join me because I know you would. And since I have full body, I was going to lean up on a wall like he does and act like I was reading a book.
I hate you.
I think it's funny when you kept losing me yesterday. You're like, where the fuck did he go?
Yeah,
it was almost like I just knew the outline of the fucking building and I had never been there, and you're just like, where the fuck is he?
Yeah, because I was trying to get you to talk to Lady, and like she was following me around. I was like, where the fuck did this guy go? There's not a lot of places he can be. Where did he go?
I could just imagine your like thought process though, like, how the fuck does he know where to hide and I don't know where to look for him? I've been here before. He hasn't.
Actually, fun fact, that specific instance of that world, I have not been in.
Oh.
That was my first time actually being in that world for longer than 5 seconds. I found it on accident when I was rocking around my home world, and there was a button that said show portal, and I was like, portal to what? So I, showed the portal, and it took me into there, and I was like, hey, this is a less heavy world, because it's just the party world that's underneath the home world I use.
And then what I meant earlier when I like went back and watched your chat, it was just funny because like there was like your stream was still going. So like when I was talking to her, you like were talking to somebody and you're like, hey, come here. I don't want him to hear. And I was like, I got you now, motherfucker.
Oh.
So like you're like over here, you're like, come here. And then you're like, look, I've been trying to get them to talk all night.
Yeah, that was with I think that was with Kai.
And I was
Wires. One of the two.
I was like, I can hear you now, motherfucker. And it's just funny when you weren't there and like you guys were in the bathroom and you guys didn't know where I was. I could hear that whole conversation. It was just great.
It's funny. But no, I'm glad that you had a good time last night, Alpha. Like, VR chat like that is so much fun.
I don't know why. It was just like, it was like almost like I was having a good day at work. And then I went and tried to do deposit, and I kept messing up with the money, and I was getting really stressed out and pissed, which made me lead to staying over an hour. Well, then I got home, I instantly got a headache, and I wasn't even going to take a nap. So then I took a nap, woke up, and depression just hit. I didn't want to do anything. And I joined, and I had no intention. I didn't even have intentions in joining, but I was like, I don't want to like just sit here the rest of the night and be bored. So I joined, and I had no intentions in talking. And then that big Marge came in, and I was like, I have to make this joke. That's a huge bitch.
Yeah, that was Doc, and like I was really confused because Wires just came up to me, and he was like, "Hey man, I gotta go, man." And I was like, "Are you okay? What's going on?" He just points behind me, and I turn, and there's just Marge.
Snoo.
Not Marge, not Marge Simpson. Marge, the Marge Barge was just there.
I wonder if I can find it, like find a picture of it.
And
then we tried to get Tiller to turn around, and he was like just ignoring it.
But
he was not having it.
It's a fun time. It gets a little hectic sometimes in those worlds because whenever somebody changes an avatar, you'll see that bar, right? That bar above their head. It's a loading bar.
Yeah.
That if everybody in that room at the same time had changed their avatar to that, a lot of people probably would have crashed.
Yeah.
because that becomes so heavy, especially if you repeatedly change your avatars over and over and over and over and over again. You'll kill somebody's headset.
I actually had a question because, like, when you stream it, how do you see your chat in VR? Because you obviously have the
That's
headset on.
that's so if you watch my stream and you see me take my left hand and I turn it,
Uh-huh.
my chat's on my wrist. It doesn't show up in OBS because I never told it could. But you can't see it because it's a third-party program. I'm looking at my chat. The way it
I
works
don't understand
is
that.
it's a side program.
Marge.
Yeah, it's just Marge.
Marge. Just ooga booga.
But
I did it.
no, it hit you.
Yeah.
But no, it's a third-party program called OVR Toolkit. You download it onto Steam, and when you do, there's an initial setup. It has you run through everything. But when you load in, you'll have a watch on your wrist, and then there's an arrow. You hit that arrow, it creates a drop-down menu. And when you look through this drop-down menu, you can tell it to spawn a new window, quote unquote. And then you can tell it what to look for. So on my computer, you can pop out your Twitch chat if you didn't know that. You can pop it out and you can move it. From, like, if you load up Twitch right now, go to your chat, go to the cog wheel, you'll be able to pop it out and move it around. Outside of that window. Like, you can minimize that window and you can still move the chat around. So I pop out my chat, I move it over to the left, and then in my headset, I look at that little window, I look for my web browser with the title, it'll have like Twitch, chat, something or other, it says something. And I hit spawn window, and it creates this massive fucking window in front of me, and I have to minimize it down, I have to shrink it down. And then you can attach it to the top of your hand. You have to do it first for some reason, but you attach it to the top of your hand, and then from there you can grab it and move it to your wrist. And then you set it to where if you're not looking at it, it disappears. And so it makes it a lot easier. There's a lot of things. I can probably do it with yours, Alpha, because you have the link cable. From what I can tell, because I tried it with Maze, it does not work over Airlink. From what I can tell, I haven't found a way to make it work.
Unless one of our techie VR friends know how to do it.
Well, there's virtual desktop, which is what Tyler uses and what Kai uses. But the only virtual desktop that I have seen, you have to spend money for, and it's like $15. Kai, you're here if you could correct me on where I'm wrong. But from what I can tell, you have to pay $15 for virtual desktop. And at least on Steam. And that's how Kai is able to do it, because Kai uses an Oculus as well, same with Tyler. Because I downloaded Steam VR, and through Airlink, Steam VR will not detect your headset. With link cable, it will. But if you use virtual desktop, it also will. So, just one of those things that we'll have to figure out and fuck around with.
Fuck around and find out. I will!
There is a thing where you can pull up in Oculus, if you're direct connected, you'll be able to pull up your monitors, and then you could pin the monitor to the Oculus, essentially is what happens. And whatever you load into the Oculus, that pin will still be there. So you could open chat, pin it, and then open VR chat. The problem with that is you'll have this big fucking window in front of you blocking your view depending on where you're standing. That's why I use the wrist.
It's all in the wrist.
There's also Melon Loader, and I've never been able to figure out how Melon Loader works. It's relatively simple from what it was described to me, and I followed the steps exactly, and it still doesn't want to fucking work. But it mods VR chat so that you can like fly around and go invisible and shit.
I will say that, like, probably like a year ago to maybe 2 years ago, if I would have joined VR chat and been around all this, I probably would have been a little more like, what the fuck? This is weird. Not like seeing what I see, but like how you guys talk. Not like the whole furry thing. Like I was comfortable with all that years ago, but like the things that like I would hear and see, like the grinding that was going on last night, or like even your comment, you were like, "My best friend's here. This is a side he hasn't seen. He's probably like
What the
weirded
fuck?
out."
Yeah.
No, like I was comfortable with it all. Like it's a new me, I guess. I don't know. Like it's interesting and it's cool as fuck. I'm not here to judge. I honestly probably won't stream when I do VR. I'll probably just it'll be one of those enjoying nights.
And that's fine.
Yes, it'd be cool, and not as in like a like greedy kind of way. It might pull in more viewers for me, but like I think it's just one of those things because like there's so many like conversations that go on that probably shouldn't be streamed.
I mean, if you
Right.
mute them, you don't hear them.
Yeah, you can mute pretty much everybody, and then when they come up to talk to you, you unmute them.
Mm-hmm.
But and like you said earlier, it's there's you never know who's gonna say what or do what. So I might just not stream it and just enjoy the
Hey, that's
glorious
fair.
of VR.
Or if it's just nights where it's just me, Fang, Kai, and just not a big group like it was last night. But
Last night's turnout was nuts, and I
that was
wasn't
awesome.
expecting
Like I
it.
was so proud for you. Like that was a really awesome turnout. So, trying to.
Yeah, that was a really good. We pretty much stayed on topic all hour. That's fucking awesome.
Proud of that.
Hooray! Like the
Hooray!
second time we've
New
ever done it.
achievement. New achievement unlocked. Day 2.
It's too big. Fix it. Shut up, Alpha.
I was thinking it. I
I know you
didn't say
were.
it.
I'm trying to make it like it looks like his book is in a satchel, like on his side, so he just has to unsnap it and it comes out. So go a little further, work on your outline. You got majority of your body. So it's not looking too bad if we take away the background. So it's looking pretty good. Coming
Hooray!
along real nice. Huzzah!
Whoops.
Demi-God
Whoops.
Fang is coming along.
Yar.
Yar. Hang on. I forgot to open something. Hang on. I gotta find it.
No.
Hang on.
No.
It's not you.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
So, remember, at 100 subscribers, I will be doing Alpha's makeup on live, so you get to see our beautiful faces as I make his face even more beautiful. So, tell a friend, be like, hey, watch this podcast, subscribe, and you get to see Alpha with a full face of makeup. I'm excited to do it, so please, please help us get the word out.
Or just stay at 99. That's fine.
No. You gotta have fun, you jerk.
99 subscribers, millions of views. We'll be content.
Please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias. You have Fang and Alpha both on Twitter and Twitch, and you have me at everywhere. Please feel like visiting our Patreon. You have awesome exclusives like behind-the-scenes content, behind-the-scenes work in progresses. You get to have a one-on-one with us, join a podcast, Q&As, polls, and you decide podcasts that are upcoming what you want to hear us doing. So it's really fun. No donation's too small. You can donate $1, you can donate $50, whatever you want to. Please feel free to visit us at our spring. We have a whole bunch of merch in. I'm currently working on making more Fat Alpha merch, making Notice Me Senpai Alpha and May, so those are in the works to come. Make sure to use Wulfcast 20 to get 20% off your entire order. Also, please visit our affiliate, Dubby. It's an energy powder that gives you all the energy. It's good for you. It is diabetic friendly. Gives you all the energy with no crash, and it tastes really awesome. I love the dragon. That one's my favorite, but they also have a lot of other ones. So use Wulfcast 10 to get 10% off your entire order. We love you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, and just
Slap
tell
it like
people.
Will Smith did Chris
Oh,
Rock.
God. Yeah, slap that subscribe button like Will Smith did Chris Rock.
Chris
And
Walk.
Chris Rock.
It's
Chinese
just Chris
version.
Rock's face and a walk.
Please keep Wulfcast the #1 podcast in your heart. So until next time, we will see you guys in the next stream. Bye!
Boy!
Later.